a kind of heavy sprinkle here. Vince?
And the good news is I think that sprinkle is coming to an end, so we should see some more practice with Ryan Blaney. He's 1 year in trucks. He's run 1 year in Xfinity. How about the Cup car today? What's your take on the track and the car combination?
The track's a lot different than what I've ever been on here, to be honest with you. With the VHC, they wind it out to about a whole car width, maybe a little bit even more. And that's been kind of tough for drivers and teams to get a hold of the last 2 days, trying to figure out how their car needs to be over it. And I feel like our cars have pretty decent speed. I feel like we lost maybe a little bit in this practice, but everyone's so close that it's just now kind of fine-tuning your car of how it reacts from lap 1 to lap 25 or 30. So hopefully we get a little bit more of a long run. Like you said, the rain held off, which was nice. Sprinkled for a second, but I'm excited to get back out there. It's a different Bristol, and hopefully that makes for some exciting racing.
Think we're going to see everybody go to the top at some point during the race tomorrow?
I think eventually, the VHC will wear off on the bottom, and you'll have cars go up to the top and search around when we get a lot of laps on our tires. I know some people have tried it. I know Larson is going to do it for us. He's going to clean it off, and then we'll follow him up there.
Like, you go. No, you go to town.
Yeah, but you know, he's talking about how close the cars are. Mike, look, the fastest car is a 1492 at Kyle Busch. 20th is 1508. And what he's talking about wearing off, that stuff is going to continue to play. You see where it's wearing up, going up the racetrack now. This is going to get less and less and less as time goes on.
Well, where there's tire wear, there are marbles way up at the top of the racetrack. Jamie?
Well, you hear so much about it on weekends like this, Mike, but typically we see marbles like this, nice and small. Well, not here, not this weekend. Look at the size of some of these marbles, and that's really what's catching these guys off guard. Yesterday, Joey Logano talked about it. He said, you get in those marbles, there's nothing you can do. It feels like you have a flat tire, and touching it to the hand, it feels like there's gum all over these tires.
Gumballs.
Solve one problem?
Oh, yeah.
Lots of other possibilities.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That's racing.
I just remember when the track here, they ground the top group, right? Because they didn't like how cars are running up top. 3 wide racing in Bristol, that's crazy. And so let's grind the top. And what happened? They ground it down and all of a sudden started laying down rubber, and that became the preferred lane.
Yeah, once they roughened up that top groove thinking it would keep cars out of it, and in fact, as you said, once you ran it, got some rubber in it, it was actually better.
So sometimes when you think you're going to do one thing to cause one effect, it causes the exact opposite.
I spent my whole life like cause and
But you know,
that effect.
hats off to them for trying.
Oh, I love it.
Because the fans wanted side-by-side racing. They wanted bump and run. And what we're seeing right now certainly lends itself to that.
I told Jerry Call, I said, you should have just sealed the whole darn thing.
Yeah. And I don't so much mind bump and run racing. I mean, that's a staple of short track racing. Where I have a real problem is when it becomes bump and dump racing. I have no tolerance for that.
Nobody likes that.
I know a few short track drivers that do, no names.
Some could apply it better than others, but
I got tired of buying real bumpers.
that's not real racing to me. Real racing is when you go in the corner behind a guy, you dive in the corner, you come off and get under and you pass him. That's clean.
There you
Setting
go.
them up.
Yep.
Well, Ty Dillon is following along with Kyle Larson and working that top group in, so Kyle's not the only one up there. Here he is.
And that car looks a lot more stable than it did earlier in this session when he was trying that.
Yeah, and it seems to take a little bit of time to cool the marbles off. Get a little rubber laid down. You can see they keep diving in the racetrack, going shallow, then drift up to the middle.
Yep.
Kind of hook that ground area and then turn back off of it.
Guys, I've been watching Eric Jones in that 70-70 car, and it appears they must have put some fresh tires on him because he just jumped way up the practice sheet to 5th. And this right here will be his 5th lap of this run, so it's almost like with 11 minutes to go, they elected to put fresh tires on this car, and let's make a long run at the end.
So, Larry, I'm curious. They have 4 sets of tires for practice. You have to start the race on the tires you qualify on. but we didn't qualify. So what tires are going to be on that car when the race starts?
Well, you have 8 sets total, including what you would qualify on. If you don't qualify, then it's a set of stickers, which is included in those 8 sets.
There were several teams that were to start practice in the penalty box. However, due to the rain all day yesterday and pending rain today, the penalties were not waived. They've been postponed to next week.